Hello, welcome to Suing the Belfast Seahorse. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And what is your name?
It's Johnathan.
Johnathan. And are you originally from Belfast?
I am, yes.
You are. Okay. And what brings you out today?
Just to get out for a bit. I had a couple of things to check out in town. So now just chilling.
Okay. And have you gone to university?
I have not, no.
You have not. Okay. And do you have like critical opinions? Are you opinionated?
Probably the same as most people. I have my opinions. I wouldn't say I'm too critical. Really.
Okay. I have a question. So should universities like Queen's University guarantee a student's right to research any politically sensitive topics such as state crimes or white-collar crimes?
Yeah, I think they should. I said, especially with having the internet now, information's out there, and I think, people should be allowed to look up anything that even piques their interest.
Okay.
Overall.
What if you discovered that a university such as Queen's or just any other university is withholding degrees or a student's tuition because they did research a very critical topic, such as they sought to expose something like environmental crimes or political repression? Like, if you discovered that happened, do you think that that's ethical, unethical?
Yeah, I think that's unethical. I think students should be allowed to research whatever topics they want. The information's out there. And I think the things like the nutrition and stuff, I think that's quite insane, to be honest.
And have you ever, researched, a topic that was, piqued your interest?
Nothing that would consider sort of controversial, no. But if there is something that interests me, and I want to know a bit more information, then yeah, absolutely, maybe do a Google search on it. But I don't think I've ever got to the point where I would dive really deep into topics. But just if you want to know something in general, I mean, every day's a learning day.
So what is the extent of, let's say, for instance, a university like Queen's University, their duty to protect students from political repression when they're researching a topic that touches upon, governmental wrongdoing? Do you believe that the university has a responsibility to protect students that are engaged in critical research?
To an extent, yes, but I think the main purpose of a university is a place where students can go and learn and get the most out of the university. I could say, especially with how much university costs nowadays, I think the priority would be to support students in learning throughout the university. But I do, to an extent, think that there is a bit of safety that university is responsible for as well.
And do you have a differing opinion as to maybe varying on the side of, well, maybe no because of A or B or C?
To be honest, I haven't given it much thought. So I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Thank you. With universities stepping into more of a contractual role with students, postgraduate students, undergraduate students, should students be allowed to sue their universities in the event their universities don't follow through on the contract of allowing them to be able to research a topic that is aligned with the right to freedom of expression, that is aligned with what is necessary in a democratic society?
I'm not 100% sure what should happen, but like I said, I do think they should be allowed to research what they want. Honestly, it's sort of tough to comment on whether it should go as far as suing the university. But
do you feel that maybe it should stop there, that students shouldn't be able to sue their university? So let's say, for instance, a contract between a university and a student is a consumer relationship. And if the university doesn't follow through on their part, then the students should be able to withdraw from that contract, because essentially it's like a breach of contract. But is it your contention that perhaps there should be another remedy to this matter?
I think I would like to see another remedy. What in particular, I honestly don't know. I mean, it's not a subject I've honestly ever thought about. But for me personally, I think suing should be one of the last things that happens, just because it is a much more serious thing. I know sort of in the day and age we have where, you know, there's lots of lawsuits for all different things, but I don't think it should be something that's just an instant, how to describe it, an instant way of resolving the situation. I think if it can be resolved without having to go to court or anything like that, that would be, for me personally, very much in my interests.
Interesting point. In the European Union and in the UK, there is the European Convention on Human Rights, and Article 2 of the second Protocol 1, basically it gives a student, well, not only students, but university students, the right to education. So it's a human right now. Should human rights organizations such as the Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission, which is tasked with overseeing the human rights instruments such as the ICCPR, should they have a larger responsibility of protecting the student's right to education? And if not, should they speak out when a student's right to education is being curtailed, essentially?
I think they should, if that's the role, I think they should definitely be at least aware and speak up on the matter and at least address it so that it's known, and not something that's, if it is that serious, not something that's just contained with the student and the university itself, just so it's made aware at least.
Okay. And what is your name? And do you have social media where anyone can follow you, or?
I'm Johnathan, but as of right now, I don't have any social media.
All right, Johnathan, it's nice to meet you, and thank you so much for doing this interview.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.